And you, sir, have just like these curly locks.
Oh.
Reminds me of the afro I used to have.
I grew this back when my wife told me she liked them. So, Senator, thanks for coming to New Hampshire. I appreciate your comments you made.
Hard to listen to great
your comments about PAC money and lobbyists. And one of the issues that really is an American issue today that could probably bring a lot of us together, I know it would be, is we need citizen legislators. Like here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire has 400 House representatives. They're not doing it for the money because they only make about $100 a year. And it's not for a career. And this is one issue that could actually not only can bring us together. If Donald Trump and President Obama can agree on this issue, then maybe we can make some reforms. And that would be a term limit amendment for Congress to break up the power of the incumbent party. Would you, I know you're there now, but as president, would you consider in supporting that effort to kind of limit how many years somebody can spend in Congress?
So the reason why you're making me look bad right now is because I just said at the last stop, this is the first time I was ever asked about term limits. I'm like, this is not a question that's coming up everywhere I go. And now I come here and you ask me about term limits. Okay, so I just want to be, I'm a pragmatist, and I think we can do a lot of things to make our democratic system more democratic. We've already talked about money in politics, there's gerrymandering, you have the question from Dan about voting. So I am with you on wanting to be open to this idea of term limits. The challenge is, you and I both know, on the federal level, that would have to be done by constitutional amendment. Now, if you want me to rank the constitutional amendments I would like to, I'm sorry, term limits would not be the first 4 or 5 that I would fight for. Actually, the first one I would fight for is on money in politics, which I think is a really averse to term limits. I would love to have the conversation about the pros and the cons, but if I want to be honest with you, so you know, full disclosure, if I'm your president of the United States and I'm looking at my priorities and big epic battles I'm going to take on, that's not in maybe my second term, but that's of the constitutional changes I think we need to make a safer, stronger, more democratic. It wouldn't be my first one. And my hope is that the best way we exercise term limits is by getting more voters to exercise term limits. And this is my big problem right now is that, you know, we look at voting, if we have a demographic group, like black women are the most highest voting demographic in the country. They vote around 60%. And hold on, I celebrate that, but when I was in school, if I brought home 60% to my parents, it's not an A. Okay? I was listening to Henry Louis Gates the other day, right after slavery, right after blacks had the right to vote, they had a voter registration of over 80% because it was fresh in their minds and this was a right that was taken away from us. I've seen us lose entire elections in my state. I went to go vote in 2008. Let me tell you, I miss Obama. And I miss her husband too. And I go to vote in the 2008 election. I'm the mayor of the city. And when I came here now, I came here with a few folk. But when I was mayor, I used to roll deep. I would come up, you know, I had a big SUV, you know, police officers around me. And I came up to the end of the line. We're not as nice in New Jersey as you guys are here. We try to keep it real. And I walk up to the end of the line, and it's not like, hello, good day, Mayor, how are you? No, the woman on the end of the line looks at me and says, don't you think you're cutting in this line? I don't care who you are. You ain't special. You're waiting like the rest of us. I look at this woman, the mayor of the city. I have police officers next to me. I look at her and I go, yes, ma'am. I waited over an hour to vote in 2008. The next year, 1 year later, there's a Democratic incumbent governor in New Jersey. I go to vote. Nobody was there. I go in to see the poll worker. I hug her because she looked lonely. And then I go home that night, and guess what? Our incumbent governor got beat by a guy you guys probably never heard of named Chris Christie. And everybody who disagreed with his policies would come up to me complaining. And I'm like, look, if we had just bigger turnout in a few of the big cities in New Jersey, we wouldn't have had Chris Christie being elected. And so we have to understand that we had a blue tsunami in the state. What happened last year? I worked hard in New Hampshire. I really did. I raised this, as your head of your Democratic Party says, more money than any other presidential candidates, because I don't believe when you come into a state, there's 3 ways to knock on doors. You all know this. You can tromp over the grass, that's a disrespectful way. You can stand on the sidewalk and be very conscientious. Or you can be that person that campaigns, but when they see trash on the lawn, they pick it up. When the newspaper's at the end of the walk, they pick it up and hand it to the people at the door. That's the way I like to campaign. Try to make the place better, as you asked. The campaign in and of itself Then the ends and the means should be both representing what you believe. And so I just want to tell you, my biggest urgency right now is more democracy in our democracy. And the best way to do that is understand that the opposite of justice is not injustice. It is apathy, indifference, and lack of engagement.